Thanks for joining us on Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway. And of course, this portion of our programming is better known as Jeff and Joe in the Morning, the late afternoon edition. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Joe.
How you doing today, Joe?
I'm doing good. We haven't done this in a while.
I know. People ask, where are you?
I've been home, keeping warm under a blanket, because it's very chilly, and I don't like to be chilly.
Are you ready for the snow, Joe?
What's now?
Didn't you read the letter, the memo?
What memo?
The memo you got.
What memo?
The memo on the snow that's coming.
No, I didn't get it.
What are you going to do?
I think I want to go home and snuggle back up in a blanket.
Okay, you do that. Hello, everybody. Hi, David. Hello. Hola. Hola to you. I'm drinking my coffee. I have my coffee with me. John M. Hi, John. And Jim Spencer. What up? I'm out doing some errands before everything closes down. I'm just getting things done. It's Friday. Got to do my banking stuff on Friday before, there's nothing left because you know how it is. Rodney Buchanan, how are you? Good evening, Mr. Jeff. Been out a pocket view with back surgery. How's that going? Are you up and around? Well, back surgery you can't be. Depends. It depends. I've known people that have had back surgery and up in a couple of days because the stuff they use today is amazing. The techniques they use is that. Oh, he's turned around. Ow! Ow! There he is.
Ow!
There. I don't know who that is. That's Joe Jr. And I think K. Martina. The others are in the trunk. I got a trunk full of Joe's and kimchi and Trixie and all that. I meant to have Trixie in here, but she kept falling on the floor. I kept her in the back seat, and she kept rolling into the floor. She got a drinking problem. You know how it is. Let's see what's going on. Jeff and Tootsie Camping, how you doing? Hey, Jeff and Joe. Hey, Jeff and Tootsie. Keith Hensley, did you take home any guns? No, but always stuff from the relic room. I don't need any more guns. I don't need it. I pity the person that tries to break in my house. I pity them. I pity them. For sure. Oh, goodness. Wanda Williams, hello. Hey, yes, stay warm. Yeah, it's actually nice now. It's 51 degrees. The sun is shining on me, as you can see. And it's nice. It's nice. But the temperature is supposed to drop down a bit tonight. They're even talking about flurries tonight, which I thought was weird. And then Saturday night, Saturday night's going to rain, and then allegedly there's supposed to be snow coming in Sunday night. We'll see what happens. I've heard several different forecasts on saying it's going to be 1 to 3 inches. Some saying it's just a dusting of an inch. Some say more than 3 inches. So I don't think anybody can get it together. So I'm already prepared. I've got water, batteries, lights, full propane is full. So I'm all set. Nothing I can do if the power goes out, though. You know that, because the power does go out up in our neck of the woods. Betty Boop, hello, Betty. How are you? Northeast Georgia mountain folk. Hello, Jeff. Prepare for another snow apocalypse. Yes. I don't know if it's going to be as bad as that, but things can change. This thing could stall right over us, drop a whole load. I don't know, but I am prepared. I've got raccoons stacked up like cordwood in case we run out of food. You just dip them in grease. You hold them by the tail so you know what it is, what meat you're eating. You just hold them by the tail and you dip them in grease. And the grease burns off all the fur and stuff. And then there you go. Voila! Garlic raccoon. It's a delicacy. It's an Italian delicacy. Of course, this bozo is going to pull right in the front here. Yeah. I was going to show you the traffic, but this bozo just decided, let me show you. Let me see. There you go. It's going to show you the traffic, but the bozo pulled in. So I don't know. I'm right now at Quaker Steak and Lube, just at the corner. I was going to show you the traffic, but these people are obviously extremely hungry. There you go. Oh, goodness gracious. Devin says I'm ready for the snow. I'm supposed to get. We just went into warning also just a little ago. So you got a warning. Yeah, that I got one too. And it's like, all right, who's telling me the truth here? Because I don't know. I really don't know. I will keep you up to date on that. I promise. I will. I'm pulling out of here. All right. Because this doesn't it doesn't suit well with me. Yeah, they're beeping the horns now. Oh yeah. For whatever reason, there's a lot of traffic coming into the area. Lots of traffic. So I'm assuming that people are coming in, maybe because they want to see the snow, which is always welcomed, as long as it doesn't disable the town completely or the mountains completely. Spin it around. So you can see a little bit of traffic coming at us this way. There's the break in between lights when you see that. But if you look back a little bit, you'll see that there's quite a bit of people. And if Mom Pa Kettle would step on the gas here, I'd be able to get around. Jed Clampett driving. Goodness gracious. So hopefully you enjoyed that video I did yesterday live from the Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I had a lot of fun doing that. I stayed there quite a while and gathered up the things I wanted, always from the relic room. We've gotten our knives from there, the Henkel knives, and that was I still use them to this day. They're wonderful knives. They really are. Give you some more traffic so you can look at that. And I'm not aware of anything really going on this week. Like I said, they were talking about freeze later on tonight. Temperatures will drop. Sorry about the thing going out like that. I can't explain it. I got great video. I looked over pieces of the video yesterday. It was clear. For being in a building, it was pretty good. Not bad at all. And you got an idea of what the Knife Works has. It's not just knives, even though they have around 2 million knives. They've got lots of guns, lots of ammo, but it doesn't end right there. You saw that cooking stuff. There's camping gear, anything archery gear, anything has to do with the outdoors. They have there kayaks, canoes, you name it, they've got it there. Plus the relic room, which is my favorite. And if you haven't been there, you really need to go there. That place, it's amazing. What I showed you was a fraction of what they had. And hopefully you take advantage of that. Let's see who else is on with me. Snow coming to South Carolina. Hi, Philip. How are you? Philip, all come. Reopen in July. Northeast Georgia Mountain folks saying hello, hello, hello. Oh, good. I got a red light so I can stop and talk to you. I like that. DJI, hello, DJI, how are you? Hello, David. Hello. Girl looked over. Jeff, and it's 8 to 12 inches from my area. Yeah, I heard that your area, the North Carolina, is supposed to get hit hard. And I was wondering, because T&Me TV was supposed to come up here, I believe, this weekend. And I don't know if they've changed their plans yet. I don't know. 8 to 12 inches is going to be pretty hard to get out of North Carolina, because they're really not far from you. You're in Lenore. I don't know. And then we'll have snow up here. So I'm not really sure. If you were planning to come up here, my only advice would be to check the weather service as much as you can to find out exactly where this storm is heading. You know, with the mountains, storms stall, storms sometimes pick up speed, sometimes they shift. They may be heading in one direction and they hit a jet stream and they shift over very rapidly. So if you're planning to drive, know where that is so you're not surprised by that. If you cap over a mountain, you crest over it, and then you go, oh my goodness, what are we doing? Well, know before you go. Okay? It's the new slogan. I did find out, and just through trial and error, Somebody yesterday had asked me during the chat, how do I see the chat after playback? I found it, and it was right there in front of my eyes, right there. All you have to do is when you pull up the video, and this is for anybody, when you pull up the video, in the taskbar on the video, not on your phone, on the taskbar on the video, you'll see live chat. Hit that. It's kind of misleading because when you go to, let's say I'm going to Josh and Stacy's live chat, which I haven't been, which I feel guilty over, I really do. You hit the live chat and you're live with them. It also is used for the live chat playback. And I checked it several times. And I go, oh, there it is, it's right there, but it doesn't explain that to you. So if you want to see, when I do like this video here, and you want to see the people that they chat, because some of you can, but a few of you have to watch this in replay. And if you have to watch it in replay, just hit the live chat little icon right under the video, and you'll be fine. You'll be able to see all the chats and all their wonderfulness. Randy Porter, hello from Swananona. I have no idea where that is. Where is Swananona? Is that by East Jabapi? I don't know. The sun is right in my eyes. Northeast Georgia winter storm watch just issued for our area for a 24-hour period. And what does it say? It's best to stay home. Yeah, and that's usually how it's won. Because my road does not get plowed. The only plowing that goes on is if I take the Subaru out and create the tracks I need to go down there. And I don't mind it. Oh, fine, I'll stay home. But I know you want to see the videos, so yeah, of course I'll go out. Everybody and their aunt's going to go out. Anybody who's got a camera is going to go out. That's just the way it is. So I'll follow the lemmings over the cliff. Randall Hill, how are you? It says here, I forgot to mention that last Saturday when me and my mom, son is right, me and my mom was coming back from Cherahola Skyway, I got speeding ticket coming through Vanore, Tennessee. You got to watch your speed. I'm telling you, these guys don't play around, you know, and if you're speeding, you're rolling the dice. Because especially the highway patrol or the state troopers, there's no comedy there. There's no crying there. You can lift up your shirt all you want, but no, it's not going to change anything. They don't mess around, so don't speed. Set your cruise control. All I can say, if it says 35, better be doing 34. I haven't had a speeding ticket since I was like 17. And I deserved it. I was speeding. There's no doubt about it. I had a 300 ZX, and I was flying down the road. And I passed 5 cars. I was flying. I had my T-tops off, and I was... And that guy pulled me over. I already had all my paperwork ready. I didn't argue. Here you go. And back then, it was like $150. Now, it could be 300, maybe more. I don't know. I haven't had one, so I don't know. Anybody have a recent speeding ticket? I know there's a mileage. It goes over 10 miles an hour for each one. I don't know what it is, but it's not cheap. And the points cause your insurance to go up. It's not worth speeding. You're not by going a few miles an hour. You actually have to go twice the speed in order to gain 1 minute of time. So you're not getting there any faster. I love when people, like right now, here I am, and some game for that. You're in front of me. You're going to stop at the next light too, you know. But there's some sort of weirdness in their head going, oh, I got in front of that guy. Look at that, Muffy. Let's get a latte. You know? Somebody gave me grief on the live thing yesterday. I offended them because I said at the Smoky Mountain Knife Works, you're not going to see any cupcakes there. Well, hello. Cupcakes don't go where there are guns. They're too busy protesting or rioting. And so you don't like it? Turn the channel. Go somewhere else. Go to Yitt's. You want to see stupidity there. But don't complain to me like I care. Like, oh, that hurt. No, it didn't hurt. Not even a subscriber. You're just a bozo. I love when people give their opinion. And it's like, why? Why are you wasting my time for? Get a life. Go out, get a job, do something. Go out, dig a hole, put yourself in it. Dumbass. TV, TV, I was just talking about you. You guys are expecting some sort of snow. Do you know what you guys are getting in your neck of the woods there? Hendersonville. I don't know. We're supposed to get ours on Sunday night sometime, but nobody knows exactly what is going to happen. Do know one is going to rain and drop on Sunday, and so you must, if you're driving at night, absolutely 100% watch for black ice. Okay, when that temperature drops below 31, there's going to be black ice somewhere. I try never to drive at night when the temperature's low and it's raining, because I've had that dubious experience of being on black ice and the car spinning around and no control. None. Zero control. Didn't get hurt, didn't bang anything up, but I was spinning out of control. That car was just... And luckily nobody was coming down that road at that time. But it was scary, because all of a sudden I'm riding along cruising and the car's spinning. And there's no way to get out of it. You can put the thing in neutral and all that nonsense. It doesn't work on ice. It just doesn't work. When you hit something or come to a natural stop, that's when you get yourself out of it. But most people panic. There, turning around. I don't have the sun in my eyes. There you go. There you go. This is Pigeon Forge, by the way. I should have told you that already. Sorry. North Carolina. That's where Sawananona. Never heard of it. Sounds like it's an Indian name for sure. Black Mountains. Beautiful up there. Oh, yeah. It's dry, Teresa. How are you, dear? What is your snow forecast for you guys? Hey, don't throw stuff out your car. Jerk. Northeast Georgia mountain folk. They say they're traveling in our area would be nearly impossible due to wind probably, and heavy snow and ice. Windows aren't flying this way. Watch out! Here comes a double pane window. Oh, sliding glass door. Oh no! I really am stupid, aren't I? Yeah, I know. I'll pull over here for a minute. This way I can keep up with you guys, because I've really got to watch the traffic. Man, there's so many bozos out there today. There, this way you can kind of keep an eye on the traffic with me. There you go. Ah, that's so much nice. Good. Randall Hill, yep. I didn't notice it dropped from 55 to 45. It's still 51 here. It's very beautiful out. T and me. Hello, Northeast Georgia mountain folk and everyone. Randall Hill, I'm 55, and was my first speeding ticket. Really? Were you just not paying attention or something? It happens, I like to use my cruise control as much as possible. If I'm going a distance, not every light, because that's really not good for the car. But if I'm going somewhere and it's a good sized distance, a few miles, I just set it for what the speed limit is. That's it. I just set it and get in the right lane, just like Mom Pa Kettle. But I don't curb crawl at 2 miles an hour. I do the limit, and I get a lot of dirty looks. People want to do 50, 60 miles. Go ahead, you go do 60 miles an hour. There's a cop right up ahead. You'll be thanking me later. Paul Calm, hello there. Jim Spence, hello. Tommy and Teresa. I think Sunday, May, they're calling for several inches. I'll take a foot of snow over black ice. Yeah, black ice is just, especially up and down the mountains, all you need is just a little patch, a tiny patch, and your car is spinning. And you don't want to be going over one of those mountains. So I'll be staying off the roads for sure. I'll just be killing zombies. I'm making progress on my drop dead game. Man, does that scare me sometimes. And Miss Marie never fails. I was playing it last night pretty late. She's watching Bridezilla or something like that. And I'm playing. And these things are flying at me left and right. And I'm shooting them and cutting their heads off and stuff. And she touches me on the arm. I go, "Wah!" I thought something really had me. And all she wanted to do was say, honey, look at that dress. Isn't it beautiful? And well, yeah, I got to go change my pants right now. She doesn't understand. I'm, I'm immersed in another world. Northeast Georgia mountain. Oops, wins. I know what you mean. I do it all the time. I type stupid stuff all the time. And the autocorrect, that's about the dumbest thing. It types words that you didn't even say. It's like, I didn't say that word. Randall, he's laughing. Randy, how are you? Thanks. T and me. You and Miss Me ready? Yes, we're prepared, packed, and we're actually in Detroit right now. I'm broadcasting live from Detroit downtown. I'm ready for you. I am prepared. Natalie, hi. How are you, Natalie Werner? Um, no, not there's no R in there. We're not. There's no R. Wiener. Is that right? Wehner. Weiner, right? Weiner? Hope I got it right. That's a tough one for me. Paul says more snow in Tennessee than the Chicago area this weekend. Yeah, Chicago. I haven't been in there so many years, and I don't plan on going back anywhere near there. No plan. Delico Toys, how are you? Hello, North Georgia Mountain folk. How are you doing? Randy Porter. Foot Plus coming here outside Asheville. I love Asheville. I just wish they'd clean it up. I really love Asheville. It's just such a cool. It was a cool place. You saw the video I did. It made me sad. One, for the people that are out there that need help, and two, because the stores were suffering and the town was suffering, and that bothers me because it is a great little town. Randy says Foot Plus. Oh yeah, we got that. Randall Hill. I wasn't paying attention. Was talking with my mom. I had the cruise set. I was trying to stay between 8 and 10 miles over. Always yeah, 10 and under for sure. 8 is. I mean, they'll give you a little leeway. I would back it down to 5 to 8 and hope nobody pulls you over. Man, they were out yesterday on 321. Where's Valley Road? You were anything over the limit, you were pulled over. I'm warning you now. Okay, they don't give the 5-10 mile an hour limit. You're over the limit, you're getting yanked over, and they do 2 on a time. They double team you. Driving the cupcakes back to LA. That's what they're doing. Northeast Georgia mountain folk doing good, Teleco. Looking forward to snow. More content for. Yes, that's right. I just love being out in the snow. Keith Westmoreland. Hello from Nashville. Hello to you. I love your channel. Thank you for putting a smile on my face and make me laugh. That's my job, Keith. That is my job. Put a smile on your face, inform you, and entertain you at the same time. Miss Marie and myself. Randall says he also told me they would let me go away with 15 miles an hour, but I was 90. You were 19 over. You're not paying attention. Talking to your mother. Throw your mother in the trunk. Say, Ma, love you, mean it, but you got to go in the trunk because you don't know when to shut up. And you got me a ticket. I'm only kidding. T and Me TV. Me and my 75 Monte Carlo hit black ice when I was in college. We did a few spins and luckily didn't wreck. Yeah, I won't forget that. And it happens before you can react to it. It's just, you're in a spin. Just, oh no. And you hope that, a tractor trailer isn't doing the same thing you're doing, spinning out of control. They'll be picking you up like a street pizza. They just scoop you up with a snow shovel. Natalie, don't worry about it last name. It's pronounced Weiner. Okay, Weiner. Thank you, Natalie. Weiner. That was a tough one for me. Way. I guess, okay, W-H, Way. And all right, I got it now. Thanks, Natalie. I won't forget that. Randy Porter, I grew up here in Asheville, and it's become a crime-ridden cesspool. I feel bad for you. I always visited there and always found it very warming and friendly. Um, and that's the way a lot of places are starting to become, because You got the crackheads, you got the cupcakes, you got the people don't want to work, and all they're doing is just getting high, getting doped up and drunk, and they're not doing it. They're collecting government checks, and that's the collapse of society. It's the beginning of the collapse, and we need a real shot in the arm of time to turn back to an American and stop being a wuss. Stop living in mommy's basement. Melody Har, right? Melody Har, or could it be Har? But Har. I'm going with the Har. I'm sticking with that. STL Tony, hello Jeff and Joe and everybody else. Hello Tony. Wayne Cavins, hi from Ohio. Love the channel. Thank you, Wayne. I appreciate you taking time for the channel. If anybody hasn't subscribed yet, it would help us out a lot. We're so close to 6,000. We really are, and I need your support. I absolutely need support. So if you haven't subscribed, please like, comment, subscribe. I have my goals to make. Thank you, Natalie. I appreciate that. Yeah. Hey, what's the deal with the thumbs up? We got 61 in the room and only 19 thumbs up. Come on, folks. Well, I have to go dance in traffic? Is that the only way that you're going to give me a thumbs up? Yeah, why don't you go dance in traffic, you fool? Northeast Georgia, that's how I would have pronounced it. Natalie Weiner. Natalie Weiner. Patsy and the Smoky. Hi, Patsy's one of my moderators. Hello, dear. How are you? Randy Porter. All the liberals moved here and destroyed. Yes, and wherever they go, it's like it's an infection. It's a nasty boil on your butt. It's an infection because they all, there was a day back in the 60s when you were considered a liberal. You had your head on your shoulders, even though you were high most of the time. But there were some really good thoughts and good movements, and things were going in the right direction. Then it went to hell in a handbasket. Now it's a cesspit of society, that group of people. I mean, especially when I see, all you got to go is to TikTok, and you want to look at the absolute bottom of the barrel of humanity. There, you watch those people. Would you hire any of them? And you look, because there's no way, because they don't think in any way, shape, or form the way you think, especially if you're a business person. They're not thinking about your business. They're thinking about the next place they could get blown away, and the next party and all. It's like, wow, what happened to the world? Well, we stopped enforcing laws and we allowed the inmates to run the jail. It's going to change, though. Don't worry about it. It's going to change. David Taylor. David said, hi from Chattanooga. Chattanooga? Chattanooga. Yes, David. Chattanooga. A great Indian chief. Randall Hill, that's the way it's become here in Center Point, Alabama. I hear gunshots all the time. Yeah, that's the problem. Not only good people have guns, bad ones do too. Oh, no problem. Thank you, Natalie. Keith Westmore. Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge is my favorite place on this earth, and was up there for Christmas to ski, but I should say wind skiing. Yeah, the Ober Gatlinburg is gearing up. I know they're doing skiing now. I'm assuming they have to make their own snow. But when it gets good and cold, that'd be a good place to go. It's the hill is, they're okay. They're not that challenging. I used to ski up in the Berkshire Mountains, Jiminy Peak. Trying to think. Oh, there were 5 different places I skied. And I even worked for Jiminy Peak for quite a while. And I love skiing. I'd do it again, I guess. I got no problem. My knees are still pretty strong. Northeast Georgia Mountain Folk, we finally made it over 100, where it stayed over 100. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? It's rewarding, isn't it? I'd still like to see those thumbs up. Marcel Dubois, how are you? Hey, Jeff, great show today. Thank you, Marcel. Appreciate that. What a nice name, too. John Esper, good afternoon. Jeff from cloudy Columbus, Ohio. Looking forward to coming down tomorrow for the big snow. Yeah, we might get some flurries tonight. That's at least what they say. I don't see that type of cloud activity yet, but you know how it is here in the mountains. It changes in just a couple of minutes. David Taylor, thumbs up, thank you. Wanda Randall Hill, I used to live in Center Point, Alabama. Teleco Toys, we need to drive up the Cherahala Skyway when it snows. I love driving on skyways and parkways after it snows. I really love that a lot. I always get a lot of video. John wants to know what's the weather like for Pigeon Forge. Flurries, rain, and snow Sunday. And how much snow? Nobody knows because it's different on every report. I'm just saying probably we're going to get some snow. Figure from an inch on up to 30 feet. That's playing it safe, right? Randall Hills, Wanda Williams, lived there all my life. I've gotten real bad around here. It's gotten real bad. Jim Spencer, that's right, Stone. I'm just sad when I see these losers. And there's, I don't know, I could be cruel and call them other things, but they're just losers. They're the people you would, think about some of these people you see on the street. Would you even take them home to meet your parents? I say, here's my best friend. Was he working a circus? What's all the makeup and the color? What the heck is going on with that person? My parents would absolutely, my father would throw him out of the house. There'd be no doubt in my mind my father would throw him out of the house. Very conservative man, and he would not put up with that kind of nonsense. My goodness, when my hair just got a little long, that's it. Time to get your hair cut, son. You're looking like a heapie. Then after I want to say it was between 16 and 17, he kind of backed off on me, because I was always a rebel, and I grew my hair really long. It was down my back. And he never gave me any grief over it. Never said a word. He said, it's your choice. It's your choice in life. And whether it's a good choice or a bad choice, it's your choice. And he's respectful that way. He didn't dictate, as long as you live under my roof, he never did that nonsense. Did it with my sister. But with me, he never, there were very few rules. Because I didn't break a lot of rules. I was a pain in the ass, but and a rebel. But not bad stuff. Randy Porter says, took prayer and discipline out of our school. That's right. We had, and the Pledge of Allegiance. We had to start every morning with the Pledge of Allegiance. And there'd be a moment of silence. When I was in school, they stopped doing the prayers, but it was a moment of silence. And now they put in, now we need a new national anthem because, well, gee whiz, you need a national anthem. I need one. Everybody down the street. We need to have to spend the whole day just singing your praise in your national anthem. What a pile of dung that is. Vinny, good afternoon, Jeff and Joe. Vinny, I think of you all the time. Oh, goodness. Randall, Wally Williams are there. Some Williams lived up the street. That's cool. I wonder if you knew them. Wouldn't that be cool? One says, Randall Hill, I've lived there 25 years. Have been there in, I guess that's Oneonta. Is that the right way? Because Oneonta, New York, is spelled a little bit different. For 17 years, I'm scared to even drive through the center. Isn't that from Center Point? Isn't that sad? I know that my old neighborhood is fairly intact, but outside the neighborhood, because it was a pretty good area, but outside the neighborhood, it's MS-13 and everything else. It's really bad on Long Island. Really bad on Long Island. And that used to be the go-to place for everybody because the beaches. You had the North Shore and South Shore. You had Jones Beach, and then you had North Rock and all the other places. Northport, North Rock. Not anymore. You can't. You go on the beach, you're stepping on needles and dopers and stuff like that. Nature needs to do a sweeping, a real clean out. I don't know how it's done. I don't want to be taken out in the clean out. PB on the go, snowing in Omaha, Nebraska. How much? Marcel, I'm doing well from Ocala. I used to live in Ocala, Florida, Marcel. I used to live there. And, it was nice. I loved Ocala. I don't know how it is now. And I work for Silver Springs, and you know where I'm talking about. And I lived in the historic district. You know where I'm talking about? Had a really nice old house. It was built in 1935. Beautiful old house. Beautiful, solid block. I mean, really well constructed home. Beautiful, beautiful home. Loved it a lot. I was there 15 years, probably 15 years. I liked Ocala because I was close to Gainesville, Newberry, and all, and I liked Gainesville a lot. I did my radio. I was doing radio there in Ocala. I was doing radio in Gainesville. Stephanie Hunnell. Hi, I'm in Florida. Nice out. It better be nice. It's Florida. Wanda William Randall. Hi, actually lived in the Grayson Valley area. Randy Porter. Is Dollywood closed now? Um, yeah, I guess so. Good question. I haven't driven by there in a while. Yeah, I believe they shut down on January 2nd or 3rd for the season. They'll be open. I thought I remember March 22nd, but don't quote me on that. Terry Dufresne would know because he works there. John Esmer on Saturday night and Sunday, Kentucky. They're calling 4 inches of snow, and that's why I'm getting out of Ohio first thing in the morning. You should be all right. I don't think you're going to run into too much bad weather. Keith Westmoreland. I have just subscribed. Thank you, Keith. That means a lot to me. I should have been at 6,000 already, but I'll blame it on myself. I'll blame it on my content. I'll blame it on whatever I have to. It's my fault. And I've been sifting through it. It's like, everyone else is zipping and flying up there. Well, I don't know. I don't know. So I take a breather. I fall back and regroup. Not in any rush, but I have a goal. And I always try to have goals in my life, things I need to do, itineraries and stuff. And I'm falling short. I've made a misstep somewhere. And I'm trying to figure out where it is. You know, I don't know. And if you people out there know, tell me. What do you think I'm doing wrong not to be at 6,000, 7,000 already or more? Should have been at 10,000. I planned on being at 10 a long time ago. Randall says, Wanda, my dad and son's land on Smith Road. Horses. Oh, I miss my horses. Teleco. I've been up the Cherrahala Skyway in a VW Bug with over a foot of snow. Wow. I had a Bug. They cruised in the snow okay, but once you lost control of them, they spun around like a top. But you could bang them up pretty good. Bugs, you beat the heck out of them. They ran forever. Marcel's is saying down here above 2,000 feet, 2 feet of snow. My goodness. Hopefully you are prepared. All right, go out and get prepared right now. Love you, mean it. DJI, love you, mean it. Any snow is too much. Not. I was born and raised, where snow always came down, and so you just deal with it. It's like in Florida, you deal with the rain. I prefer snow over rain because rain, especially in Florida, it floods. And if you're in a low area, it just floods. I remember the radio station flooded once, and that was like the 100-year flood, and it just happened to be when I had the stations. And literally all the property, the 10 acres there, was completely underwater. I had to wear waders to get to the radio station. Luckily, the transmitter was up above the ground, but everything was water coming in the doors. Saying, oh, God, this sucks. Michael Heath, you're new to me. Hello, friend. Hi. Good to see you. Marcel. Yes, I know Silver Springs Water Park. It's no longer there? What happened to it? Silver Spring? Did the state take it over? I know there was talk of that because there was a lot of dark stuff going on there, and that's one of the reasons I left. By the way, because I remember I blew the whistle on them, the Channel 10, 51, and a few other stations, for what I found out was going on there, and it was atrocious. This is when it was privately owned, and these people were shooting and euthanizing exotic animals in the dark of night or behind closed doors. And I would ask them, why are you euthanizing that giraffe for? And that's what triggered me off. They said we can't afford to keep two giraffes, so we got to get rid of one. A giraffe? You mean you can't find a home for it? I mean, it's not like you're going to the pound or something, but there's got to be a zoo. But they just, and then they were shooting rhesus monkeys, macaques, at night. I was shocked because I stayed there till the sun went down because part of my job was to clean up the head springs, go diving the head springs and cleaning, picking up phones and sunglasses and dinosaur bones. It just happened to fall into my backpack. But I remember coming up out of the water hearing shots. And I go, what the hell is that? And my head is quarter of the way out of the water. And I said, oh, nobody's shooting at me in the water here. And I started listening and watching, and the management and a bunch of rednecks were getting out there, and they were shooting the monkeys. They were shooting the macaques at night. They're shooting them out, shooting babies, didn't matter. Mamas with babies around, they were just shooting them down like with, it sounded like machine guns going off. Nobody said anything. It was on the down low. And I said, I'm not putting up with this. I'm not putting up with this. I'm seeing families of macaques because they're kind of humanoid to some degree and they have feelings and stuff, and mothers screaming over their babies and them shooting them, and I go, what is going on here? This is craziness. So I called my friend at Channel 51. I said, look, at that time there were no cell phones, by the way, and I said, this is going on. You're welcome to come here and watch it with me. And he got some video and he goes, this is really sick. I said, yeah, it is sick. And I said, it's been going on for a while, but I'm just finding out about it. And they did a story on that, and other TV stations jumped on board, newspaper jumped on board, and the state came flying in like Superman and stuff, like they didn't know what was going on. And they fined them pretty heavily, and they went through their book. I remember because I was in wildlife, which was a separate from the actual um, amusement park of things there. And in there they had, in the offices that would house the, oh goodness, I'm trying to remember the name of it, what they called that. I guess it doesn't really matter. But where they kept the drugs and they kept the things they needed for the animals, they had this cabinet that opened up, and in it were bottles. I'm talking almost quart-sized bottles of euthanasia. That's the stuff that puts the dogs to sleep. Yeah, the vet's office and the curator and all that. It was clearly available for anybody to take, and no records of it. There were no records. They were just injecting stuff into animals. Well, people were bringing sometimes dogs and rabbits, or they'd bring snakes and some exotic animals that they picked up at a pet store that got out of hand. And they just euthanize it. It comes in, people would leave. Oh yeah, we're going to take great care of it. Zoop, put the needle right in, throw them in the ditch out back. And I go, what is going on here? So I couldn't stand for that because somebody had to speak up, and nobody was, because everybody was kind of this tight knit group of rednecks that were up there, not down here, up there, and I'm sorry, down there, but they were all very close friends, and they all would be involved with the killings of everything. And it was sad. It was just really sad to see some really nice exotic animals being bulldozed, and that's what they did. And that's how they finally discovered a lot of stuff, because they kind of denied a lot of this stuff was going on. But then when the state came in, they found the burial pit, and there's giraffes and zebra in there, and monk jacks, and all these exotic animals that are protected. And I guess that was their death knell, So I'm proud to be part of that. Biff tells it like it is. Micanopy. I love Micanopy. What a great little town there. Small. That's where Tom Petty is from, that area. I love Micanopy. I used to go to the bookstore up there. They have a really nice old bookstore. And the guy had some great classics there. Really inexpensive, too, first editions. Sunflower, how are you? Hello, everyone. Natalie. Yeah, I mean it. Randy Porter, just keep on keeping, bud. Melody, where did you grow up? I'm from New York originally, under a cabbage leaf. That's what my mother told me. Vinny, I think the Big Mouth and the Smokies is buying subscribers. This is why numbers are going. It must be. Must be. I mean, I try to work for your loyalty and your subscription and stuff. I do put the time in. And sometimes, just driving around with you guys is fun. My clock is really off on the camera. It says 8 minutes and 15 seconds. I think I've been talking longer than 8 minutes. DJI, how long have I been running my mouth? Biff tells it like it is. If you want to get more subscribers, you need the intellectual prowess of Dawn and fashion sense. Yes, yeah, I know. I was wondering who does her coif. Exactly. Where do you get that alluring hairdo done? D and me, Tommy and I are wondering the same thing, Jeff. We're moving much in subs. Yeah, I know. You try hard, you do your best, and you get a couple trickle in, and other people getting hundreds at a time. And I'm going, how are you doing that? Because your content is no better than mine. It really isn't. In fact, I'm being generous in my statement, and yet it keeps going. And I'm not going to go to that level of buying subscription. That's whoring yourself out. You might as well be on the street selling your body at the same time. Silver Springs is run by the state now. Yeah, I knew they were going to take that over. That was one of that when I was still up there. They were talking about that, but there was not enough money to buy the head springs. Head springs are beautiful. Now at least the state runs it, and I'm sure they fired all those jerks that were there. These guys were bad guys. They were bad guys. I never hung out with them. I never liked them. Yeah, the state took it back over. Excellent. Keith says, anytime that you post anything, I am notified and immediately whatsoever I'm doing, it's worth the business. We'll watch your video. Thank you, Keith. That means a lot to me. I'm glad to be able to subscribe. Thank you. Watch early, watch often, and subscribe often. I wish you could subscribe more than once. That would be fun. Not legal, but fun. It's, how can I put it? I do it because I enjoy it. I enjoy talking with you guys, even though it's kind of a one-way conversation, but it's as close to radio as I can get right now, because that's pretty much what I did for a living. I would talk to a microphone, and I didn't have the view that I have. I looked out of a window, and I got to see traffic going by and stuff, but this is better. I'm in the Smoky Mountains, and I get to share this with you. This is so much fun, because I know not everybody lives here, and I'm thankful not everybody, because then I wouldn't be in this parking space. There would be too many people. But I share it with you because I care. The monkeys were a problem at Silver Spring. Yes. Well, they should have known that when they brought them over in 1923, when the place first opened up. And you know that story. They brought them over, and they had the glass-bottom boats. Before the glass-bottom boats, they had boat rides. And the captain allegedly, this is the story I was told and read, that he brought over some of these captive macaques, just the monkeys, and the ones you see all over the place. And they breed like fleas, and they have no control on them. They just kind of let them, they put them on the island that's out there. There's a place called the Island at Silver Springs. Well, they didn't think that monkeys could swim. Guess again, bozo, monkeys can swim. So they kept going to land. They would be breeding back. They figured they lived on an island, they wouldn't overbreed. Well, that was a mistake. And then for a long time, you would go on the glass-bottom boat, and the monkeys would just come on the boat, and everybody, oh, look at that, oh, that's wonderful, it's wonderful. People taking pictures. Well, monkeys bite, especially macaques. The rhesus monkeys, they carry the herpes B virus, and that's not good for humans. The herpes B virus is very dangerous, and so they started eliminating. They could have controlled it a better way instead of sending out a bunch of crazy crazy guys with guns shooting them. That's inhumane. They could have eradicated through other ways and means, but they decided to take the wild side. Still a problem. Big Burn, how are you? Hello, all. Interested in a variety of conversations. Great educational channel. The way your car is positioned looks like you're running radar. Yeah, pull over. You're going too fast. Slow down, Grandma. I know you're in a walker, but slow down. You're going too fast. You newfangled modern kids. I'm running radar. I should get some blue lights on the top of the car. Oh, yeah, that won't draw too much attention. Keith said, Vacation Standard should we subscribe to? We met Jeff and Miss Marie at the Shades of the Past event in September. I remember. That's coming up. Big Burn Gatlinburg is safer when Jeff ain't driving. Yeah, I know. I'm such a dangerous high-speed driver. I'm a hot dog on the road. Yeah. T and me, hey buddy, we'll be there to see you Sunday the 23rd. Are you coming up early or? I mean, I don't know what the weather is going to play a whole big part in your journey up here. I don't know what you guys are going to get and I'm assuming it's heading from your direction up this way. Correct me if I'm wrong. Alice Eves, how are you, Alice? Do I know you? Have we met on some distant field? Hello from West Virginia. Love it down there. Come and visit us, Alice. Joshy and Stacy, hey, hey, hey. How are you? Miss you guys. You always go on too late after this old man goes to sleep. Oh, it's amazing. I get more tired now earlier than normal. Don't know why. And I take my vitamins. I do everything I'm supposed to do. I guess that's just part of getting old. Biff tells it like it is. Payola still exists. YouTube is full of it. Yeah, I guess it is, what we were talking about. And not like in radio. Back in the old days, somebody would walk in with $1,000 in cash and slide it across the table and say, play that a half a dozen times today or X amount of times this week. And that happened all the time. Vinny says, I'll email you a link that follows the viewership of that channel. By all means, feel free. Always want to know. I'm always interested in what's going on, the good and the bad. Josh and Stacy say, hey, friend. Jim's fan, I'm trying to listen to you guys and keep up with the Markham Auto Auction. I know, I don't miss the Markham Auto Auction. Never. Joshy and Stacy, hey Natalie, what's up, Biff? Janice Young, hello everyone. Hi Janice, how are you? Biff tells it like it is. Jim Spencer, you're all better. I hope he is. Valley Girl, how are you? Have you seen the new development behind Claybaug's clearing 25 plus acres? I knew that was going to happen. I just didn't know they started it. 95 houses. Can you imagine the traffic? Yeah, what's happening is a lot of these property owners are selling their property behind where they own to developers who are giving them top dollar to put in apartment houses, complex section 8, all sorts of things. Yeah, it's going to get crowded. There's no doubt about it. Wildlife. Yeah, I feel bad for the wildlife. I really do. Jim says in the Strasbourg area for 2 weekends, they call for bad storms. Josh, we've been going on early around 8:30. I'm not ignoring you. I don't get any. I do not get any beeps or any notifications. I just have to be on YouTube, and then I see it says live. And I checked. I'm still subscribed, and I still have the notification bell. I don't know what the problem is. It happens with T and me too. When they go on, I do not get a notification. And the phone is always on. It's right there on the counter, plugged in. And the only thing comes through is alert, child abduction alerts, and phone calls from what they call it, scam likely. Get a lot of them. Oh yeah, this is the 23rd. So yeah, next Sunday. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. I thought you were coming up this Sunday. It'll all be gone by, or maybe the new storm will be coming. I don't know. Big burn. I'm getting used to this retirement stuff. Laying down, taking a nap while watching Jeff. That's reassuring. Let Jeff putting the county to sleep. Watch vacation station TV. They'll lull you into a semi-conscious state. T and Me TV. Josh is taking us to McDonald's. I know. That's what I heard on BOGO Day. Alice, no, just subscribe. Thank you to YouTube, and we'll visit all the time. My husband wants to move there, and was just down there in December 17th to the 20th, and we love it down there. Wise. Get here before it's all gone, Alice, because you don't. This place is just a boom town, and great investment. If you got money, the problem is the property values are really high. You might be able to find some deals here and there, but even if you don't, that your property is only going to get more valuable as time goes by. It will increase, no doubt about it. Make the plunge. Jim Spencer, today's the best day of a headache, and it's still getting over it. It'll all go away. Joshy and Stacy, I'll take you all to McDonald's, but no one can buy get large. Oh, we got to get all the small menu. Oh, the kids menu, right? They give you the little mini burgers. Thanks, Josh. Oh my God, I like Josh a lot. Josh and Stacy, good people. You know, I know briefly we had talked about his plight and his health and stuff, but I got more of an insight on his earlier video a few days ago, and he's tenacious like me. We don't give up. And I was very honored that, I know somebody who thinks like that. We don't let that stuff get in the way. I don't let my illnesses or my handicaps that doctors tell me I have, but I'm not seeing it, which I don't want to. I don't let that stop me. I will not let it. I got a life to lead. I got things to do. I got people to be and places to go. And I'm not going to let some doctor tell me I can't do this, don't do that, shouldn't do this. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me, because I'm just going to do it twice as much. When you try to tell me I can't do something, I'm going to go out and do it. Marcel, Jeff, when you go on live, I get notified. That's good to know. I've had other people say they do not. So I don't know what the deal is, because that affects us all. It doesn't alert you that we are on, whoever it is. And two, it doesn't help your analytics, because they're not true analytics, because it's not the information, the data is not 100%. Natalie, same here, Jeff. I don't get notifications. See, from anyone. Natalie doesn't get them either. And I don't know what the answer is, why some people do and some people don't. So that always tells me, and I always think about it, I said, then my analytics can't be true. What Hank says, I don't get notifications when you come on also. And you've hit the notification bell to all. And you are subscribed, right, Hank? How many people, and these are just two now, we have almost 6,000 subscribers. I wonder how many more people just stumble on the videos. I don't know. No large, T and me, no large. And I think we have to share a burger. I thought I heard Joshy say, if we get a double Mac, we got to cut it in half. David C. Perkins, I used to listen to watch New York City back in the 60s on AM radio, yeah, WABC and stuff like that. That was one of my favorite stations, but now it's a news station, I believe. But WABC, yeah, they've changed so much, I don't even know what they're doing now. But that was it. You had Imus and Wolfman Jack and all that cool stuff. They're gone. Those days are over. T and Me TV, don't stop living current. No, you're right. I agree. As soon as you stop, that's the end. You might as well just throw yourself off of a really tall bridge, because it's short enough as it is. darn sure. Me and him in Tennessee. Hi, Josh and Stacy, and me. They need probably Sleepy Joe's agents that are causing this. I don't know. I just don't like it. Yes, I don't get a notification either. There at PB on the go doesn't get notification. I do not know how to clear this up. I looked into the help. I've asked that on YouTube. There's no advice they give you. It's just like, deal with it. Get used to it. Deal with it. This is the way we roll. Josh and Stacy, you don't have to share a burger. Just share the fries and the drink. Okay. Can I get my own straw if I'm using the drink? It is free. Susan Louise, I get them. There, we got somebody who gets them. Marcel, you were 14 minutes in when I seen you after I checked. See, 14 minutes, you missed all the really good stuff. So you have to go back after it posts and watch it again from beginning to end. Yes. John Esper, I get all the notifications. Sunflower, sometimes you have to turn the bell off and on. I've done that, and yes, you're right. That does work. You turn it off, turn it back on. It clicks in. It has an attitude. It needs an adjustment. Hank, yes, I am subscribed. I know. Josh and Stacy. Hey, me and him. Natalie Warner. See, reset the bell. 22 Miss Wilson 3. I don't remember your name. Where are you sitting? Can I figure it out on camera? Let's see. Let's give you a landmark. There's not much. Not far from Corky's and McDonald's in Pigeon Forge. Not far. Across the street from the Vacation Lodge. And what is that? Pancakes? Reagan's House of Pancakes. Right across the street from Reagan's House of Pancakes and the hookah connection or something like that. The Happy Hookah or something. Chad and Natasha, how are you guys? Joyce Marie, oh my God, I made it. Joe's right here. What do you want? I'm right here. I'm listening to this idiot talk. He drives me crazy. Somebody got an aspirin. I got a headache. Valley Girl, I get notifications. I'm signed up. Ran to help. A few blocks down at Connor Hill Hotel. Oh, I know where that is. It's just a little bit down that way. Chad and Natasha, I'm Northeast Georgia Mountain Folk. Barbara Goff, I woke up in time to get you live there. Yeah, I'm glad. I really am. No problem. 22 Miss Wilson 3. You're welcome very much. Thank you for joining us. Big Burn. I get your live alerts, but not some of the others, people on here. I don't know. It is hit or miss, Big. There's no nothing guaranteed on this platform. Nothing. What did I get the other day? It was weird. A copyright strike because when I was doing a live show, somebody's logo got on the screen, and now they're taking a portion of the proceeds because I panned by and caught a logo. What's going on? What are they going to get? A nickel? Maybe? Maybe. Mermaid Princess, hello, Jeff. Harry, I'm doing good here. I'm doing very, very good. Terry Dufresne, how are you? Good to hear and see you. You're up in, I think are you in Newport or Kodak? I can't remember where you said you were. Mermaid Princess, hello to everyone in the chat. Alice, we stay at Smoky Mountain Motor Lodge when we visit. Yeah, it's nice. It's not far from here at all. Josh and Stacy, just don't use the logo without permission and it won't happen. How am I supposed to know? What, everything that I see in my camera, I got to call them up? What? Or blur it all out, right? Blur the whole screen. There you go. It's just, the whole world has become so litigious. It's sad. You can't say anything, do anything. Otherwise, everyone wants their piece of the pie. Well, this pie is only so big. Thank you, Natalie. Newport. Ibuprofen Dave. That's what I need. Ready for some snow? Yes, I am. John says, almost across the street from where you stay. Barbara Goff, I've been sleeping a lot and have coronavirus. Well, you get better. You hear me? You rest, but you better be taking some vitamins, lots of fluids, and keep watching. The ultimate cure-all, and it's been on all the news, the ultimate cure-all, and it's a miracle cure, is watching Vacation Station TV 24/7. That's right. From the moment your eyes crack open, Vacation Station TV, just put on repeat, watch it, and you will be cured of all diseases. Even hunchback and clubfoot will disappear by just watching this channel. What is tomorrow? Josh and Stacy's going to be around for lunch. I got to find out what Miss Marie she's working on. I do not know. I would love to do lunch. I would love that. McDonald's? Meet you there. Love you, mean it. Oh, God. I'll find out what is her itinerary. I don't know if she's working. I have no idea what her schedule is. I don't even know when she gets off tonight. Because normally they stay open late on Friday nights, but if there's no business or it starts to rain, they just shut down. Because who's going to, when it gets like 30 degrees, 20 degrees, nobody wants to ride coasters. It's too cold. Oh, I'm getting a strike. Josh said health advice. No, I am not a doctor, and I don't play one on TV, but I pretend doctor all the time. Vinny, I think once your channel is in their hit list, yeah, you get all this. Yeah, I know, I agree. And I know I'm in their hit list. I get the warnings and the emails all the time. I just don't even pay attention to them anymore. They read from the book of threats, and that's happened my whole life. It's, yeah. Ed Griffith, hello? Well, that isn't an awful lot of... No, isn't it? Why do you think I was in radio, Ed? I think my toes are growing back just from watching Vacate TV. See? There you go. There's the testimonial right there. Your hair will grow back. Yes, it will. Listen to this channel, watch this channel, and if you're bald, you will have a head of hair all the way down to your ankles. You'll be able to knit it into a sport coat of your style by watching Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway. Joshy and Stacy, that's how I got my hair. Watching Vacation. He was bald as a cue ball. It was like a baby's butt. And Joshy started watching this channel. Now he looks like a Roman god just because he watched this channel. You could too. Just like, comment, and subscribe. And feel the hair on your back growing today. Tonight you'll wake up in a gorilla suit. I promise. By midnight tonight. You know what I didn't see this Christmas? And I had mentioned it to Miss Marie. Do you remember when Christmas time rolled around? Now, of recent, you had to put up with maybe 10,000 My Pillow commercials, right? There goes another strike, right? Not that he would ever go. 10,000 of them. And do you remember before that? Do you remember Ronco? Does anybody remember Ronco? All the stupid, like the hot dog cookers and the, what they have, the veggie thing with chopped vegetables and your fingers off at the same time. You can dice them, make them into julienne fries. Do you remember? Whatever happened? Did he die or something? Did he pass on? I didn't see any of those commercials. I didn't see the pillow commercial at all. Remember last year you couldn't go, You couldn't watch or listen to a radio station without hearing that. And it's like, I'm ready to throw myself off a building. I am this close. I don't know what's going on. The world is ending. I'm pretty sure. That's how I got my. I know. I know. I'm glad you like this. Yes, absolutely, David. Use your hair because David had only one hair at the top of his head, just sticking up straight. Now, look at him. It's amazing. Just watching this program, it takes away all your illnesses, grows your teeth back. It's amazing. Sunflower says the logo is probably a business sign. That's all I can think about. It would be free advertising. Yeah, why would anybody want to hassle me? I'm giving them advertising and they want me to pay for that. It's like, how about I send you a bill? I should try that. David C. Perkins. Sometimes I watch Vacation Station TV 7 to 8 hours a day. and I haven't got the virus yet. There it is. Send that up to Disney World North. Let them know we found the cure for the COVID. We found it. And it was right here in their own backyard. Right here. Just ask Bigfoot, one of Jeff's early subscribers. That's right. In fact, before, Bigfoot didn't have any hair. Did you know that? He was just like a naked guy running through the woods. He started watching Vacation Station TV, and blammo, there it was. They just saw this. He couldn't believe all the hair. Even his toes were hairy. It's amazing, isn't it? Yes. So tell your friends about that. The Ronco Bedazzler. Oh my God. Randall, that's perfect. The Bedazzler. Oh my God. If that didn't scream trailer trash, nothing did. I've been bedazzled. Thank you for that. Yes, you can bedazzle everything. You can bedazzle all your clothes, your dog, your cat, your bird. Everything got bedazzled. He had some really weird gimmicks. Then he started getting into the electronics, the early pressure cookers and deep fryers and all that stuff. Just what you don't need is more crap in your kitchen that you're never going to use. Oh, God. The pocket fisherman, thank you. That was another one. Oh, yeah. Nothing says you're a quality fisherman like pulling out of your pocket. They're going, what's that in your pocket? Is that a pocket fisherman or you're just happy to see me? And you pull that out, drop that line in, and you're going to pull up a tuna. You're going to put a 1,200-pound tuna on that thing. You're going to eat good. Eat in style. You're going to eat like a king from the pocket fisherman. Do I have any favorite Christmas movies? Yes. I happen to love The Christmas Carol, the original one with Alastair Sim. That is a must on my list. It always brings a tear to my eye and occasionally some gas, but mostly a tear. And then every once in a while, and then because I'm so happy, I'm dancing from tears of joy. I love that movie. It's just such a well-done movie, and it just warms your heart. Yes, Ronco with the rotisserie chicken maker. Yes. 3,000 parts. Yeah, a bag of parts. You have to just roast the chicken. It's like, you know what? No, best way to do that is you just put a coat hanger through it and make a fire, and you rotate that chicken on a coat hanger over a couple of coals. You got yourself a roasted chicken. Joshy and Stacy says we'll be giving them for free to everyone was in the chat over the night. They get what, a Ronco rotisserie, or didn't they have a steamer too? They had all these weird, stupid, cheap Chinese trinkets that nobody would buy at a flea market, but people were spending tens of thousands of dollars to buy this stuff. DP Mart, hey Jeff and everybody else in the family, still got the crap, but getting better. Good. I hope so. Listening, feel good. I'm glad you're feeling better. Sunflower. Oh yeah, the pillows, were the same. Way about losing commercials. Yes, and if you remember, they started out selling those pillows at what, about $59.99. Now you can see them because I saw them on. Oh, what was that stupid thing Miss Marie was looking? It was not Bridezilla's. It was David Totero. Is that the guy? Hi, I'm gonna make your wedding just beautiful and just so sweet. And then one of those commercials popped up, and now they're down to 19.95. So if you got stuck paying $60, you ought to be mad because you could have got three of them, three of them for the same money. Oh God! Certain channels are showing the pillow commercials, but now he's making mattresses and shoes. Just where I want to buy my shoes from. Yeah. Wow. $9.99. Laugh out. Imagine that. Miracles on Vacation Station TV. You are healed. You're here. Feel the power through your radio. Hear the baby. Do you remember those guys on TV? I had them at the radio station on Sunday morning. That was how I made a lot of money. These Sunday snake oil salesman preachers would come in and throw a bunch of money on my counter and said, "Give me an hour." And it was expensive. It was expensive. It wasn't cheap. And they come in with the money, throw hundreds of dollars down on the counter. Give me an hour. Nobody's listening on Sunday morning. Most people are nursing a hangover, and they're going on. Feel the power. Feel the power. Touch the radio. I'm telling you, it's cause my witness. Put your hand on the radio and feel the power. And oh my God, I'm listening. I'm going. I hope this money's real. Ink is running off of my hands. And always pay before you pray. That was my slogan with them. Pay before you pray. I don't crack the mic open until I see the Benjamins. Then you can say just about everything you want. And I did that for years and years and years. The only one I liked and I learned something from was Miss Nelly. Miss Nelly was the sweetest little old black lady. She was such a doll. I loved her. She was 80-something years old when she walked through my door, barely walked. And she had a little cart, a little wagon full of her LPs, and some were 78s. And she would play music and read from the book. And I charged her what I charged the politicians. And it was $25 an hour. It was just to pay for the electricity because it was sucking up everyone else was in the hundreds to get on there. But Miss Nelly was a doll. She called him the crazy white boy. She said, "There's that crazy white boy. What are you doing?" "I'm listening to you, Miss Nelly. You make some sense to me. You're the only one that makes any sense at all to me." I'm sure she's passed by now. I'm sure if not, she's a miracle too. She had all out, and oh boy, I had to play them in the order she gave me them. She wrote them out. The titles and the records were old and scratched. I had to crank up a turntable, which I wasn't using turntables, using computers. And I kept one alive in Studio A just for Miss Nelly because she was the only one who used records. And you'd hear the on the record. And she didn't care because you couldn't find those albums. They were all from like the 40s and the 50s. They're not around anymore. And I'd play those things, and she had her following. What a sweet lady she was. She was a doll. But she always had some good, she didn't scream or anything. She just read and gave a little bit of advice, and she was just a sweetheart. I really loved her. She was a special person at my radio station I looked forward to seeing. Big Burn, the pillow guy, canceled over statements on the election results. Yeah, I know that he's a big supporter of Trump. Patsy and the Smokies. The clapper, oh my God. Hand, clap on, clap off. Oh, God. Joshy and Stacy. I just quietly putting my bedazzler away. Just quietly covering it, skulking away into the corner, folding up a towel over your little bedazzler, Joshy, did you have a bedazzled denim jacket? Oh God, I used to see them all the time, and when I see them, I would almost die. People, I can't believe you bought the bedazzle. What a con that was, huh? People bedazzling themselves. Marcel, holy cow, the hair in my ears, I can braid it now. Well, I told you hair would grow. I didn't specifically say what part of your body, did I? Oh, God. Popeil pocket fisherman. Ron Popeil. That was his name, Ron Popeil. But then they changed it to Ronco. I guess he got sued because it used to be Ron Popeil, and then all of a sudden it changed to Ronco. Because I mean that stuff, it's a scam. All that stuff it's going to work one time. You put it in the washer. I'm still trying to figure out. Miss Marie and I bought a juicer. It's a nice juicer. It's an Oster juicer, not some Vinnie Boom Bots juicer. Cannot figure out how to separate the two things. The top, which is where you put your stuff in, and the bottom where it comes out, they separate so you can wash them. Can't figure it out. I've looked that over, and I'm pretty good at this stuff, but obviously not good enough. I can't find the button, can't find the release mechanism. I do not know how to do it. And I go, what? And I go, where's the manual? She goes, oh, I threw it out. Like, how'd you do that? I don't know. Oh, Susan Louise, Floby hair. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. The Floby hair. Yep. That's where Jossie gets that fine cut from. The Floby. It's basically hook it to your vacuum. And it sucks the hair and cuts it at the same time. That's why his hair is always straight up. Because Stacy just puts the vacuum, the Hoover, and it sucks it up, and then she hits it with some spray, final net, and it's there. It's done. We got your secret, Josh. Floby hair. Oh, God. And in that commercial, they show the kids getting the hair and then the dog. It's like, wait, whoa. You're cutting the same thing with your dog with my head? What's going on with that? You don't even have fleas and ticks in there. Oh, my God. Those are the stupid things Americans fall for. Yes, they do. K-Tel Records. Yes, K-Tel Records. Stupid. Did anybody ever buy the K-Tel record? I think they're out of business now. And you get them and you go, wait a minute, that's not the song. It was sung by, Murray and the Muscleheads band, and they're doing cover tracks. And they go, it's the original hits like this, and here it is. Here's whatever. Here's Bon Jovi, and it's what's the oh God, I can't think of all the Living a Prayer or something, and it's Murray singing, and you got ripped off for $20. Mr. Microphone, yes, I do remember Mr. Microphone. That was annoying because kids had that. I got 2 Bob Ross Chia Pets for Christmas. Who would give you the Chia Pet Bob Rosses? Oh my God! I know I've seen them, and they're so silly. The Chia Pet, Chia Pet. Remember that? Crazy cost of living, Bondi, amazing. Why? Hiram Wilson, good question. Am I against or for mail trucks going electric? Only if they don't and they stop raising my prices, because already now my post office box has gone up twice this year. And when I go back, when it runs out, it's another $30. And just 2 months ago, I paid another $30. It'll be $99 for a tiny little P.O. box. Now I can imagine what they're going to charge you once they go fully electric. So I don't have any problems with electric vehicles, especially for, you figure, mail trucks. They go up and down in town, no issue at all, no issue. But if they're going to charge a lot of money, yeah, I got an issue, absolutely. Josh and Stacy, the left has tried to destroy my bill because the owner's Republican. He got pulled from almost everything, everywhere. Yeah, I know they are getting on here, and The two shouldn't enter in the arena. You have your beliefs, and you have a business, and the two shouldn't mix. But it doesn't work in this day, in this climate, is if you don't wear the patch of freedom from the far left over there, you're ostracized, you're vilified, and you're demonized, and there's no way out of it. The only way we're out of it is we stop putting up with it. We don't put up with it. You excuse the language, but you bitch slap those people. You know, when they get in your face, you just like that. Get out of my face, cupcake. Go get a latte and get out of my face. Because they don't fight the lattes. Oh, come on. Mommy, mommy, hit me, mommy. You know what I mean. Roy DeMercer on radio. No, I don't remember Ron D. Mercer. But the name kind of like rings a bell, but I can't say my brain is saying yes. How big a fella are you? Randall, what does that mean? Um, Average, a little chunky. No, wait. I'm 7'5", 600 pounds, and I lift weights. Uh-huh. And I got a big head of hair. No, we don't have a favorite. I mean, we like to go to Sakura, where Joshy doesn't go. And I, this is just my personal opinion, okay? Please don't take this any more than that. I don't eat in downtown Pigeon Forge. All right, I just don't. It's too touristy for me. I like home style cooking. I like cooking that's made fresh. And when I mean fresh, not fresh frozen, I mean fresh, meaning the vegetables are fresh, the meat is freshly cut, it's not frozen, and that you will not find here, except for one place that Joshy did take us to. And that is the one place I will say that I love, and that's Gaucho Urbano. And that place was wonderful. And I could tell all that stuff was fresh. But for the majority of these other restaurants, you're getting frozen food, thawed out, and microwave. Chef Mike cooks it. Chef Microwave. Chef Mike. And you can taste it immediately, right, Josh? You know right away when something's been nuked. Usually the center is too hot really fast and the outside's cold. And if you like throwing your money away like that, go right ahead. You go home, or you might as well just eat somewhere else. Oh, God, excuse me. Oh, who remembers Mr. Potato Head? Mr. Potato Head, Mr. I had those. I had them. Just the other day. I had Mr. Potato Head. Chip, 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 but Rodney Mercer, a jock. He was a jock out of Texas. I think the name has been thrown around for years. I don't know if he's doing anything anymore. I think you're talking about some old time stuff when I was in radio, and most of those jocks are all gone, dead, or they're working at Waffle House. Why didn't you go to the dirty store, the Dirty Bird store? Miss Marie did not want to go in. I said, "Do you want to go in and see what it looks like?" She said, "No," and she blushed. I said, "I won't put you through that." Her head would probably explode. She's never seen anything like that. She's never been in an adult store. Never, never. It's just not her at all. I mean, Miss Marie comes from a very conservative family. Good people, just very conservative, and was raised, very religious. I mean, she's very religious. And I won't take, I'm not, who am I to tell her to do this and that? I'm not going to corrupt her. She's a good person. And she does what she does, and all the power to her. She's happy, and I'm happy that she's happy. All right, I've been on here too long. I've been running my mouth, and oh my God, I have been running my mouth. I honestly don't know how long I've been on, but it's been a long time. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this show. And if you did, please like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, it would help us out. We're trying to get to that magic 6,000. That would really make me feel very, very, very good. And we'll take it from there. Otherwise, I don't know when we'll be on next. You never know. I could be on at any time. Third shift Waffle House staff with the crab shack. Thank you for joining me today on Vacation Station TV. And remember, if you want to see the chats, I finally figured it out. When the playback comes on, go to the taskbar right under the video, not on your phone, taskbar, and look for live chat. Hit that, and all of the chats will come up on the screen. Thank you for everybody who joined us today. I was very honored that you came here and joined my silliness. And Joe. Don't forget about me. I won't, Joe. I won't. Don't forget about Joe. And we'll see you all very, very soon. Bye.